She's looking over her back there. These limbs form a tripod, so they have 3 ways in and out. So it works out pretty good. And it's set up perfect for us, because we can see all 3 entrances and exits. We get a good clear view of what goes on in the nest. And this is day 11 of the incubating cycle. So we'll keep an eye on the situation. 7:37 in the morning. And that's about the time that she either takes a break or he comes in and checks up on her. So it's not raining now, my windshield's dry, so we'll see what she does. If he doesn't get here in time, she'll go out on her own. So she can turn her head 180 degrees. So you can turn all the way around, look over her back. So, but if he doesn't get here and she needs to go take a break, she'll fly off, and within a minute or so she'll be back here with a little piece of bark and land in the nest. And that's the way it usually has been happening. She'll fly out on her own, take the break. Well, here she goes. See, he didn't show up. Now you can see her breast where her feathers were apart. That's where she has the eggs tucked in to keep them warm. So she's going out for her break now, which we assume. And that's what she does when he brings food. He'll land in the tree and give her a call, let her know he has food. And she'll sail over to where he is, and he'll give her the food, and then he'll go in the nest and take care of the eggs till she's done eating and comes back. So we'll wait and see what it is. But I believe this is probably her break, and she should be gone in about a minute. And then she would fly in with a small piece of the cedar bark. Oh, it's a great spot, no rain. And we get to document everything, and then after those eggs hatch, when she's feeding the youngsters in there, we'll have quite the show. It'll be good. That's what happened. I'm starting to hear some of the other birds starting to sing, but shouldn't be too much longer, and either she'll be back in the nest or he will. So we'll see what the situation is. If it's her break, she'll be back with probably a little piece of cedar bark. And if it's breakfast, he'll be flying in there and getting on the eggs. So we'll just let it run. We'll listen to the birds here a little bit and see what happens. We document it every day. We're going to stay right on top of the project here. It's very seldom you get a nest that's this shallow. Usually it's deeper. And they've added all these twigs above that broken off limb. So this is the first time they've used this nest in 2 years that I know of. The last 2 years they used the other nest, and they raised 5 in that every time. So, but anyway, this nest is shallow. It isn't as deep like a bowl, so we can see everything that goes on. That makes it a great spot for photos and videos. And there she is back. And I think she's got a little piece of bark. Yep. So that's what it was. It was her morning break. She went out, took her business. Got another little piece of cedar bark. And now we'll get back on the eggs, make sure they're nice and warm. And then she'll wait for him to show up. Now she's going to adjust that a little bit. And this is her daily routine. Like I say, we come every day, and I get to document all this. He usually comes in probably in a half hour and checks up on her. He'll land in the nest, so we'll wait for that to happen. Down she goes, back on the nest. Alright, well, good girl. We'll stay in position. We're using our window mount, sitting in the car with our Canon SX60 power shot, zoomed in all digital. Alright, we'll wait for him to show up.